All right, so now I'm going to show you how to create your targeting and interest. So when you go to create a campaign and you choose your objective, whatever it is, so let's call it video views, you name your campaign, you go ahead and click continue. Then when you go to choose your audiences, you're going to scroll down and this is where you're going to find it, detailed targeting. Now, if you want to find really in-depth targeting, click these arrows to give you an idea of all the different types of targeting you can do, from purchase behavior, engage shoppers, to Ramadan, to mobile device users. Okay, and the most common use you're going to do is either interests, demographics, so education, financial, work, um, and sometimes you'll use behaviors, but not as much. What you want to be careful of is if you get too targeted. So here's an example. If I say horse trainers, and then I try to narrow, so these buttons here, narrow and exclude, basically means if you click narrow, you're saying you want them to have this interest and they must also have at least one of these interests. So here's the difference. If you add them all here, so horses, and you're clicking suggestions, horse training, which is another great way to get interest suggestions. If you just do this, what this means is find people who match at least one of the following. So it doesn't mean they're going to match all of these. So if you want to get targeted, you have to put in interest and then you have to narrow the audience and put another one. But let's say you say people who are interested in horses, and then you try to say education level, let's say master's degree. You could already see it says fewer than 1,000 people. Usually that just means that the audience is too small. If the audience is too small, you can't do much with it. So you want to make sure there's enough essentially inventory for the ad to distribute. So, but if you're doing like United States campaigns or worldwide campaigns or core country campaigns, then you'll notice you can get really targeted like this, and you'll still have a huge audience. And so this is usually when it works the best is if you're trying to target really massive audiences. But if it's like local or even just slightly regional, usually you'll have a small audience there. Okay, so once you do that, you will be able to figure out all of your targeting. Obviously you got your age and gender and languages, locations. If they're local, make sure you choose people who live in this location instead of everyone in this location. And that's how you target based off interest or work or their habits. And if you want to target lookalike audiences, which are audiences that we build, you would actually click here under custom audiences and you will click in the box and they'll pull up. So these are custom audiences, which mean they're audiences that we've actually built, which I'll show you in another video.